Do not listen to this recording while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you are in a safe, quiet space where you can fully relax and bring your complete awareness to your own comfort. And now that you are here, in this space where your only task is to rest, I gently invite you to subscribe to this channel, to return often to this soft sanctuary, to continue exploring the sacred world within yourself, each time more deeply than before. And now, just begin with the breath. Let it be the kind of breath that arrives not just in your lungs, but like a soft tide, entering through every part of you, a tide of peace that knows exactly where to go, to melt what has been too rigid, to warm what has been too cold, to quiet what has been too loud. And as this breath returns to the sky, something of you is lifted with it, something you no longer need to carry, a weight being lifted into softness. With each new breath, you descend gently into the spiral staircase of rest. Each step, a release, each step, a deeper invitation. In the center of your being, far beneath the noise of the day, there's an ancient room, a room not made of bricks or wood, but of remembrance. It is the temple of you, and it has waited quietly for your return. The moment you even think of it, it opens like a flower unfolding slowly, perfectly. It breathes with you. Walls of living quartz shimmer around you, glistening with old truths, carved with sacred signs only your heart understands. In the center of this sacred room stands a figure. They are not a stranger. This is the part of you that never forgot your wholeness, the archetype of your healing self. They may appear as a wise elder or a glowing child, a guardian or a mirror of your highest self. There is no fear here, only welcome and knowing. They do not speak in words. They speak in warmth, in presence, and with a gentle gesture, they invite you forward. You follow. Their hand touches your chest, and suddenly you can see, not with your eyes, but with your soul, see the stories stored in your breath. The tightness that once protected you, now unraveling. See how your body has held so much with love, even when it hurt. And now, with deep gratitude, you let it go. The guardian begins to move through you, not physically, but as a vibration, as a slow frequency, an ancient sound that turns stress into golden light. It begins in your chest, and then your arms, your hands, your spine, all the places you have forgotten to soften, they are remembered now with this golden sound. Each part of you becomes a temple room, and in each room, a different kind of peace waits. Some are quiet, like the hush of snowfall. Some hum with sacred music. Some are filled with glowing vines of ivy and moonlight. You walk through each chamber, every one a memory you did not know you needed, a moment from childhood, a future still waiting, a whisper of a time where you were held, not by arms, but by unconditional being. And in one chamber, a pool waits for you. This is not water, it is liquid compassion. It glows with a softness that has no edge. You step in, and the warmth is like being remembered by the universe itself. Your skin sings, not with sound, but with belonging. Each part of you sighs into this pool and begins to dissolve, not into nothingness, but into essence, into the truth beneath the tension, into the spirit behind the story, into the peace before the personality. And from this pool, a light begins to rise. It is shaped like a spiral, a helix of pure remembrance. It rises from your heart and moves upward. And as it rises, your awareness follows past your mind, beyond thoughts, beyond even identity, into the realm of soul. Here, space stretches differently. A moment is an eternity, and eternity feels like one peaceful exhale. You feel yourself becoming more than one thing. You are the seeker and the sanctuary. You are the wound and the healer. You are the question and the gentle answer. And the more you become all of these, the more you rest. Paradox becomes the key. The more awake you are to your peace, the deeper you fall into healing sleep. You begin to hear colors, feel time like fabric between your fingers. The walls of your mind become gardens, ideas blooming into dreams, a voice that is also your own whispers, "There is nothing to fix, only something to feel. There is nothing to fight, only something to soften. There is nothing to fear, only something to remember." And so, with every breath, you remember how to be light, not light as brightness, but light as in the opposite of heavy. You begin to float, first through the rooms of your own body, then beyond it, until you are moving through a sacred architecture made entirely of peace. The buildings breathe, the ceilings sing, the doors open as you near them, revealing new dimensions of stillness. You walk through one door and find yourself in a forest where the trees lean in to protect you, their leaves glowing with bioluminescent memory. They hum lullabies of your ancestry. Another door, and you are in a canyon of crystal, each crystal reflecting a part of you that had been waiting for welcome. You touch one and see a memory that once brought pain, now softened into understanding. Another door, and you are outside of time. You watch the day you were born, the tenderness of it, the way even the sky seemed to hold its breath for your arrival. And then you see the day far ahead, a day where you are smiling for no reason other than being alive feels good again. You rest in this sanctuary outside of time, where past wounds are stories with golden endings, where future fears are already soothed, where the present moment stretches like silk across your soul, and the guardian returns. Only now you see they were never separate from you. They were always a piece of your own eternal self, the part of you that never forgot how to come home. You smile without moving. You cry without pain. You sleep without fear, and in this moment, you become the sanctuary itself. You become the place where peace lives, and that peace now spreads into your cells, into your memories, into the future you are still dreaming, and everything softens, and everything slows, and everything begins again in stillness. And as you continue resting within this sanctuary of stillness, you may notice there is no edge to this place, no beginning, no ending, just the gentle unfolding of peace, one breath after another. And this breath, this one now, feels as if it is not just yours, but borrowed from the great rhythm of the universe itself. Inhale, and you receive from the stars. Exhale, and you return to them. You are being breathed by something older than time, and it breathes into you not just air, but knowing, a deep, wordless knowing that healing is not something you must earn. It is something you remember. And as this awareness deepens, the sanctuary shifts around you. The walls dissolve into wind. The floors become clouds. And you become the dreamer and the dream. You drift now through a sky that remembers your name, stars blinking like memories just beginning to forgive themselves. And in the center of this sky, you see a new landscape forming, one built entirely from your own healing potential. You descend gently into this new place, a realm of living architecture, cathedrals built of moonlight, bridges formed from soft breath, halls paved with golden silence. Everything responds to your inner state. When you feel sorrow, the walls hum with blue warmth. When you feel joy, the air fills with the scent of blooming wonder. When you feel nothing at all, the ground beneath you simply holds you. You are never wrong here. You are never too much. You are always enough. And as you move through this dream-made world, you come upon a garden, not an ordinary garden. This one grows with your thoughts. Think of comfort, and soft moss covers the ground beneath your feet. Think of release, and petals fall in spirals from trees. Think of love, and the air begins to glow like sunrise through stained glass. This is the garden of healing reflection. Here, everything you feel is transformed, not hidden, not erased, but alchemized. Worry becomes wind that scatters seeds of wisdom. Anger becomes fire that warms the soil of change. Grief becomes water that nourishes roots of compassion. And all of it becomes beauty. And somewhere in this garden, a bench waits. It is carved from ancient wood, smooth with time. You sit, and the bench welcomes your weight as if it was made just for this. You place your hands on your heart, and gently something stirs, a memory, not of the past, but of before the past. A soul memory, a time when you were simply light. Before names, before wounds, before effort or expectation, you were simply a shimmer in the breath of all that is. And now, as you remember this, a soft tear rolls down your cheek, not of sadness, but of release. The tear touches the earth, and from that place, a tree begins to grow. It grows quickly, with purpose, roots sinking into your being, branches reaching toward the sky of your dreams. This is your healing tree. It is made of your courage, your forgiveness, your choosing again and again to rest. You place your hand on its bark and feel your heartbeat mirrored in its rhythm. And then the world begins to shimmer again, as if you are stepping through a veil, and now you are no longer in a place, but in a feeling, the feeling of sacred stillness. You drift through this now, as if swimming in slow honey light. each movement effortless, each breath a sacred ritual, and around you, colors begin to sing. A pale gold hums like lullabies. A deep indigo speaks in low, ancient tones. A whisper of silver glides across your skin, cooling you, soothing you, reminding you that everything, every single thing can be softened, even the hardest days, even the sharpest memories, even the parts of you you thought would never relax. And here you do not even need to try. The trying melts too. Now simply allow yourself to be held by this peace. Allow your nervous system to recalibrate to gentleness. Allow your thoughts to slow and dissolve like morning mist. And in this great allowing, something beautiful happens. You begin to forget not the good things, not the important things, but the unnecessary weights, the mental armor, the spinning stories, the tension disguised as control. It all fades into spaciousness. And from that spaciousness, something rises, a soft voice, not external, but inside you. It says, "You are safe now. You have always been allowed to rest. You are not a machine for doing. You are a being for being." And just like that, the spiral deepens again, and this time you are pulled gently downward, not into darkness, but into depth, like sinking into the warm center of the ocean. No fear, only surrender. And at the bottom of this spiral, there is a doorway, not made of matter, but of memory. You pass through it and arrive in a realm even deeper than dreams, a time sanctuary. Here, everything slows. The clocks do not tick, they breathe. Moments stretch like silk. 1 minute here feels like an hour of healing, and an hour feels like a lifetime of rest. You are not asleep and yet not awake. You are beyond. And here you meet another version of yourself. They look just like you, but rested, peaceful, whole. They smile, and without words, you understand. This is the you that exists when nothing is missing, when nothing is forced, when nothing is needed. You sit beside this version of you, and for a while, you become one. You absorb their peace like sunlight on skin. Their stillness becomes yours. Their deep calm begins to anchor inside you. And in this moment, you make a promise, not with pressure, not with urgency, but with softness. You promise to return to this place more often. You promise to let go sooner. You promise to trust that healing does not require effort, only willingness. And the more you lean into that willingness, the more your body sinks into the bed beneath you, into the softness within you, into the truth around you. You are safe to let go now, safe to fall inward, fall outward, fall into the gentle gravity of peace. You are being pulled by invisible forces of healing, by gravitational fields of sleep. Each cell of your body now glowing faintly, as if lit from within by stardust. Your bones heavy and warm, your skin soft and electric, your breath smooth and infinite, and your mind like a quiet lake at dusk, still, deep, reflecting only peace. Now, rest here, just rest, and let the world become quieter still. Let the spiral continue and the sanctuary deepen. There is nowhere to go now, only here. There is nothing to do, only be. And in this sacred being, you are healing effortlessly, beautifully, and as you remain nestled in this sacred stillness, you begin to feel the earth beneath you as a living presence, not just a surface, but a consciousness cradling you like a parent who never stops loving. You are no longer lying in a room. You are resting in the arms of the Great Mother. Her breath flows through the roots of ancient trees, through the slow shifting of tectonic peace, through the deep rhythms of life that hum beneath all sound. And now, her elements begin to greet you, not as abstract concepts, but as parts of yourself. You feel earth first, steady, unmoving, the part of you that knows how to stay, how to ground, how to hold without clinging. It settles into your hips, your thighs, your spine, a weight not of burden, but of presence. And from this earth comes water, soft, cool, fluid, the part of you that knows how to adapt, how to flow through even the narrowest space without breaking. You feel water winding through your limbs, washing through your joints, carrying away what no longer needs to be remembered. Next comes fire, not destructive, but illuminating, a warmth that spreads through your belly, your heart, the part of you that still believes in life, that lights the candle of hope when all seems dim. And finally, air, gentle, whispering through your lungs and thoughts, the breath of clarity, of perspective, the spaciousness between worries, the part of you that can rise above and see all is well. These elements do not arrive to change you. They come to remind you you are the sanctuary. You are the ritual. You are the healing. And now, something even deeper awakens beneath elements, beneath body, beneath thought. There is essence, the silent core, the flame that never goes out, the ancient song that your soul has always sung. And this essence begins to rise now from your root up your spine, a spiraling thread of starlight, spinning upward, expanding inward. You do not control it. You only allow it. And with each spiral, you feel layers falling away, old identifications, outdated definitions, inherited stories that were never yours. Each one dissolves into light, and you feel lighter, not just in body, but in identity. You are no longer confined to name, history, or form. You are the witness, the presence, the sacred awareness. And this awareness begins to explore. It moves into the depths of your cells, and there, inside the tiny spirals of your DNA, it finds ancient memories of peace, of joy, of innocence, and it activates them. You are rewiring now, not like a machine, but like a garden coming back into bloom. And with each breath, you grow softer, wider, truer. Your nervous system begins to hum in a new key, the key of trust, the key of surrender, the key of sacred neutrality, where nothing is good or bad, just experience, just opportunity, just movement through the river of becoming. And now you begin to hear another song, faint at first, like a lullaby from far away, but growing closer, warmer. It is your soul's song, unique, wordless, beautiful beyond logic. It plays only when you are deeply relaxed, when you have stopped pretending, when you have come home, and it plays now for you. Each note lands in your heart like a soft raindrop, bringing with it a truth you forgot. You are not broken. You are not late. You are not missing anything. You are unfolding, and that unfolding is what the entire universe is doing over and over again. Galaxies spiral, tides turn, hearts beat, souls remember, And in this moment, you remember too, not as thought, but as feeling. You feel what it is like to be whole, what it is like to rest without apology, to soften without fear, to be without defense. And the spiral deepens again. You fall gently into a chamber of sacred geometry. Shapes float around you. Golden spirals, crystalline fractals, each one a perfect mathematical expression of peace. You drift through them. One wraps around your heart, aligning its rhythm with the universe. Another encircles your thoughts, and your mind becomes symmetrical, clear, still. A third surrounds your whole body, like a cocoon made of light and pattern, perfectly tuned to who you are becoming. And this geometry becomes a ship, a soft vessel that carries you into the stars. You are not leaving your body. You are entering the vastness within it, because your inner space is as endless as the cosmos. And here you float in the stars of your spirit, in the galaxies of your being. Each star a memory of joy, each planet a part of your psyche, each constellation a truth waiting to be felt. You drift through them without effort, without aim, because here you do not need to seek. You only need to be still enough to receive. And what you receive is light, not blinding but soft, not external but familiar. This light has always lived in you. It is the part that never leaves, never doubts, never dims, and as it touches you, you begin to glow from the inside, not visibly, but truthfully. You glow with remembrance. And with this light, you return. Return not to waking, but to the sacred center of your own deep sleep. You settle once more into your body, but your body now feels like a temple, like a place that is safe to rest in. Your breath slows, your mind dims to a warm glow. Your limbs feel woven into the softness of the earth, and your soul smiles because you have remembered something precious, and you will not forget again, not even in dreams, not even in sleep, because this sleep is sacred. It is not escape, it is return to balance, to being, to peace. And so now you let go even of the words, even of the awareness. You let the spiral take you deeper still, where there is no need to listen, only to be. You surrender now completely, like leaves floating on a slow, endless river. There is no resistance, no effort, only the gentle pull of peace beneath your skin. And as you drift, you become the river itself, flowing with timeless grace. The currents carry you through realms of quiet wonder, where every breath is a note in the music of healing. You are both the water and the song, both the journey and the rest. And as this river flows, it carries away the last traces of tension, the final threads of doubt, the remnants of worry and noise. You feel yourself dissolving, not losing self, but expanding into all that is, into the sacred web of life, the tapestry of stars, the pulse of Earth's heart. Here time unravels completely. Moments stretch like liquid gold, and you swim in the pool of infinite rest. You become aware of a luminous cocoon woven from starlight and silence. Around you, it holds you, protects you, heals you. Inside this cocoon, you feel the deepest possible calm, the kind that does not depend on circumstances, but comes from the eternal core of your being. Your body sinks deeper into softness. Your mind floats free of thought. Your heart opens wider than ever before. final gift comes to you, a vision of your own healing light, bright, steady, and kind. It expands outward, filling every corner of your inner sanctuary, touching every cell, every memory, every quiet place within and with this light. You seal your journey, knowing you carry this healing with you, always, even as you drift into sleep, even as your dreams carry you elsewhere. This light is yours to return to whenever you choose, a home within you, unshakable, endless, and now. Feel yourself gently carried back through the layers of rest, back through the spiral of peace. Your breath becomes more visible. Your senses begin to stir softly. The awareness of your body returns like the dawn. But this return is slow and kind, like waking from a perfect dream, knowing you can return anytime you wish. And as you open your eyes, or choose to drift deeper into sleep, carry this peace with you, this sacred peace that is your birthright, your sanctuary, your true home. Thank you for joining this journey. Thank you for honoring your own healing, and whenever you need, return here. Return to this sacred spiral. Return to this deep, soulful rest. Rest now, deeply, completely, forever. You may stay here as long as you wish, or gently open your eyes, carrying the calm forward. Until next time, may your nights be filled with healing light and your days with gentle strength. Good night.